Got a quick little unboxing video for a knife that just arrived. I have a pretty good guess what this is. There are a couple possibilities, but I'm hoping that it is what I think it is. Let's go ahead and open this up with the Benchmade Mini Griptilian. And see what we've got. Yeah, this is a much anticipated knife. It's a sprint run. This is the Spyderco Ayoob. In CPM CruWear steel with gray G10 handles. Yeah. Let's get some of this junk out of the way here. Congratulations on your purchase of this limited edition sprint run version of the Ayoob folding knife. A sprint is a special production run of a knife not found in our regular product line. It may be a distinctive version of a current model or a special expression of a discontinued design, but either way, every sprint run is a unique, one-time only event. Once it is sold out, it will not be produced again in that exact form. Ayoob is a world-renowned expert in firearms, combat shooting, and the justifiable use of lethal force. A prolific author, instructor, and martial artist, he has been a sworn law enforcement officer for more than 4 decades. Originally introduced in 2001, his Ayoob folding knife is one of the most unique Spyderco designs ever produced. The distinctive negative angle between its blade and handle naturally aligns the blade with the bones of the forearm. This ensures a direct transfer of force during thrusting tactics and accentuates the power of cutting actions. It also shortens the blade's opening arc, making rapid deployment of the knife quicker and more positive. This elite expression of the Ayoob folder showcases a blade crafted from CPM CruWear, a specially formulated air-hardening tool steel. Created by Crucible Industries, CruWear's unique alloy composition allows it to excel in applications that require... Excuse me, I lost my place there. Allows it to excel in applications that require greater wear resistance than D2, more toughness than M2 high-speed steel, or both. The Crucible Particle Metallurgy process, CPM, further enhances these qualities by ensuring an ultra-fine, extremely homogeneous grain structure. The handle of this knife features full skeletonized stainless steel liners, a sturdy backlock mechanism, and distinctive gray peel-ply textured G10 scales. To ensure ease of carry and swift deployment, it includes a black-coated 4-position pocket clip that provides a choice of left or right side tip-up or tip-down carry. The long-awaited return of one of Spyderco's most radically different designs, this sprint run version of the Ayoob folder is sure to please both collectors and users alike. It is available in a choice of plain edge or spider edge configurations. And I am fortunate to have gotten both the plain edge and the spider edge ordered before they ran out. And the spider edge isn't here yet. Probably arrive tomorrow, I guess. And I will do a subsequent unboxing video of that serrated version of this knife. All of the vintage ones I've seen from 20 years ago, or 21 years ago, when this was originally released, are serrated. I don't know if they made a plain edge version of this in the original production, but they certainly made a serrated one. I've seen that version a few times from collectors. One thing that may not be evident when you're just looking at the pictures of this on Spyderco's website or on a retail website is the size of the knife. It's a big knife. It's that's a very generous handle, and of course, you know, it can be used in a reverse grip, but it really is designed to be used in a standard grip. And what they were talking about with that shortening the arc, right? So the knife is open at that point as opposed to traveling further to be out here straight and open, right? You don't have to move the blade as far to open it. Let's see. Can't quite reverse flick it yet. I probably will be able to after wearing it in oh, there we go. There we go. After wearing it in a little bit more, it should be easier. But of course, opening this with a thumb is no problem at all. The blade on this is substantial. I mean, it's not as tall as some Spydercos. I mean, it's not as robust as you know, oops, bumped my camera there. It's not as robust as a Shaman or even a Paramilitary 2, but in terms of length, well, here's a buck 110, which you know, if you're familiar with the buck 110, it's a big boy. That's a pretty, it's almost a 4-inch long blade. Here is a Spyderco Police. It's over 4 inches. Okay, and the Ayoob is just a little shorter than the Police, but has more belly. So it probably actually, well, certainly the if you're comparing serrated to serrated, the Ayoob almost certainly has more linear edge than the Police. The little write-up there that Spyderco provided with the Ayoob includes some discussion of the negative blade angle, right? So that's the idea, is that the blade is tipped down here, right? And they talk about how unique that is. It is unusual. It's not completely unprecedented in a Spyderco design. Here is my Spyderco Shemp kukri. And if I had any idea how collectible all these are, I probably wouldn't have made it my daily carry for years and years, but it was, and I, you know, enjoy this knife quite a bit, and it was a good carry knife. This is also a negative blade angle, nowhere near as big as the Ayoob, but you know, kind of similar in just the geometry of it. I love this knife in terms of its ergonomics. Right, it's really great for draw cuts on a surface. A few different holding configurations that work really well. It's very comfortable. Liner lock, right? VG10 steel, which is fine. Tried and true, common on a lot of these Japanese production Spydercos, like the Delica and the Endura, Dragonfly, etc. But it's not CPM CruWear. CruWear is a very desirable knife steel. Not stainless, but very tough, holds an edge well, and is relatively easy to sharpen. I'm not a tactical knife user, and this knife certainly has a tactical intention. Um, but I think it would work well for other purposes, right? I think for everyday carry purposes, especially the plain edge, could be fine. Cutting rope, cutting packages. I realize that might be sacrilegious to some of you who think of this as a purpose-built weapon. Um, it's just I'm not a martial artist. And I have not been trained to use a knife as a weapon. Don't anticipate that I will be using this knife in that way. And realistically, for me, it's more of a collector's piece. And I think that's probably the case for a lot of buyers. But um, I do think it would be a usable blade for other purposes. It's nice jimping back here. Okay. It's got the same black pocket clip with the yellow spider. Well, not the same, but similar to this older Shemp Kukri. One of the things that comes to mind when I see this design, and I might not be the only one, is hawkbill blade shapes, which it is not. Let's compare. Okay. Now, the tip of a hawkbill blade is going to be down, below the sort of line of the handle. So it has that similarity, but this is curving down. This is curving up. I mean, if this blade were not at a negative angle, this would be a trailing point blade, right? If the blade came out straight, the tip would be higher than the back. So it's it wants to use that belly. This has the opposite of belly, right? But if you're holding this in a reverse grip, then I guess maybe there's some similarities that might not be as evident when you're looking at these oriented the same way. But there we go. The Spyderco Ayoob plain edge. When I get the serrated edge in, I will make another video, the unboxing of that one, and then at some point I will make a video comparing the two and looking at a few other Spyderco designs that might be might have some points of similarity worthy of comparison and discussion. All right. Thank you.